is Alifa. I am a student at the Christian University of Indonesia. I'm majoring in English literature. I'm here because of my final speaking exam from English 1A class. In this video, I will talk about something interesting, so I really need your attention to my presentation. So, I will talk about how to make a request in a polite way. But before that, I want to convince you why I am qualified to talk about this topic. I have already learned this material first by using some fixed articles on Google, so I think I can share what I have learned with you here. Well, I think you have to care about this topic because it will be very useful for making a polite request in your daily life. So, in this presentation, I will talk about 3 main points. The first one is about the meaning of polite requests. The second one is about the importance of making a polite request. And the last one is about models of polite request. Well, let's move on to the explanation. Have you ever needed someone else's help to do something? Well, in that condition, we need to request politely because it could be something difficult for them to do. Polite request means when you ask someone for something, but in a polite way and not too direct. Why? Because if we make it too direct, maybe it's an order, not a request. Well, great, you already know the meaning of polite request. Let's move to the importance of making a polite request. Well, why is it important to make a polite request? When we ask someone for help, we can use harsh words so that person doesn't want to help you anymore. Apart from being a sign of respect for others, polite requests are needed to convince others so they will be happy to help us. Let me give you a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. He said that life is short, but there is always time for courtesy. For the last explanation is about how to make a polite request by using the models. So, there are 3 different situations. The first situation is formal situations. You can use would you please, would you mind, do you mind, do you think you could, I was wondering if it would be possible to, is there any chance that I could, or would it be alright if I, and yes. For example, would you please call my mom? My battery runs out. You can use the 7 forms in formal situation, but remember to use the present participle form in the expression of do you mind and would you mind. The second situation is informal situation. The 2 modal verbs sound informal compared to would and could. So when you request something from people who are known and close to you, you can use can or will. For example, can't you close the door? Will you come to my house tonight? The third situation is semi-formal. Semi-formal is when you make a request to older family members or your senior colleagues. You can use would or could. Well, that's all of my explanation about polite request. It's amazing that you are almost at the end of the video. But before that, what can we conclude from the explanation? So, a polite request is when you ask someone for something in a polite way. You have to always be polite and request something because you might be asking something that will be really difficult for the other persons to do. For making a polite request, you can use model in 3 different situation types. First, formal models. Second, informal models. And the last, semi-formal models. Well, I hope this video can be very useful for you in making polite requests. Thank you so much for your time and interest. God bless you and bye-bye.